Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Valleys, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Cousins' Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line, and the Washington Redskins. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that
one. Looking to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, now he bowls him over. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they run with Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line. Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. Out of the pistol look, it's middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go now.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson to Mixon on the check down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The slot man in motion right. Now Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. To go here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Slot man moves right. On first down, Wilson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now Wilson on second down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second and goal from the 5. Mixon, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Three yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go.
On the counter, it's Miller. this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 at a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Completes it right side to Doxson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First and goal, Kelly. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, Wilson. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Wilson, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Caught right side, Davis. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington 1st. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. A swing pass caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And some space here. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. And now here's a carry heading left. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff looking right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Second down, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Again, it's Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Willis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guy. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And Brandon, pro football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A road win in the National Football